Good evening, people of God. I came out to get my nails done. I always get my little same design. I like that design. Gonna scroll around a bit. You know what I want to tell you, people of God? You know, as you begin to come, rise to new levels in life, as we begin to rise to new levels and we outgrow certain people, and we change the ways that we operate, and places we used to go, people we used to hang. Sometimes what is this? Oh, this thing off my phone. Sometimes in order to how can I say it, in order to maintain or continue growing in the direction that you're trying to grow in, you will have to be comfortable with letting people go. Not that you really want to, or not that you think that you're better than anybody, but it's like you can't share your ideas with some of the same people that were once familiar with you. It's not that you don't want to. You like my shirt? It says, unless God sent you, I'm unavailable. But it's not that you wouldn't really want to, but the more that you're ambitious, you share things with certain people, you're gonna see, sometimes you'll see some of the very people that you could have a lot of ideas, or you may think that, okay, if we do this, thinking that it's we do this, we can do this, we can accomplish this, we can build this much faster. And a lot of times, as you're beginning coming up with them ideas and things, and you're sharing it, some of the people you're sharing it with, they might be listening to you like this, smiling. Oh wow, really? But their spirit will be looking at you like this. And you can't see their spirit. You can only feel. And you just have to learn to be quiet more and stay to yourself more. Not share much about yourself. So unless you find a whole new circle, a whole new set of folk who actually got the same type of mindset, who actually want the same things that you want, some of the same things, or even if it's not the exact same thing, they working towards, or they may not be working towards the same thing you working towards, but their mindset could just be elevated on another level to the point where they understand what you're trying to do. They understand what you're trying to build, and they understand why you operate the way you operate. People who are not, their mindset, they don't get you, they can be your greatest hindrance sometimes. And they get mad with you because they don't get you. They get mad with you because they see that you're outgrowing them, and they get mad with you. And then you may get frustrated with people. You may get mad with them because they don't get you. And you can't get mad with people because they don't get you. You just have to realize, okay, you don't get me. So I'll be a fool to keep trying to explain and share what I'm doing, what's in my spirit with you, because you don't get me. The only thing, by me continuously to share that with you, you're going to be sending that negative energy my way. You're going to be wishing for my downfall. You're going to be despising me. And so when somebody doesn't get you, that you need to share less. They don't need to keep you don't need to keep sharing information about what you got going on with them, And as you continue to climb and climb, just trying to achieve something that maybe nobody in your family never achieved before. As you continue to climb, sometimes it may feel a little lonely at the top. It may feel that way for a season, but you got to learn how to protect what's on the inside of you and keep it to yourself so you don't give anybody the ability to pull you back down. You have a lot of opposition anyway. Just when people see what you're doing, they just, whatever's on the inside of them just rises up against you sometimes. So you don't want to give anybody any help, anybody try and pull you back down. You just got to keep fighting, keep going, and learn how to, keep stuff to yourself. That's all. It's sad. It's sad because it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. I'm the type of person where if I can't tell somebody something to help them, I ain't gonna never try to give you bad advice. And you'd be surprised too. Like, sometimes some of the same people that used to pull from you or call you, you know how you keep certain contacts as a connect? If they need certain information in a certain area of your expertise, they call you. And if you need certain information in the area of their expertise, you call them. And you'll be surprised to know you thinking that you got a bond, a good bond with a brother or sister. You know what I'm saying? You rely on each other for your areas of expertise. It's mutual. Then sometimes you may begin to see when you calling them, they calling on you. You giving them, you know what I'm saying, what they need rightfully. When you call on them, you might start seeing them giving you bad information or withholding information that could really help you, and all they had to do was just say, "Oh, the A." Something simple, and less than 5 minutes, less than 2 minutes, they could have answered that question, like shared what was on the inside of them, because they know you needed it right at the moment. But you may see people start doing little shady, shicey stuff like that, and they'd be like, "Well, Dad, all this long time you've been calling on me, and you know what I'm saying, you ain't used to be like that. I feel your energy." Then you go find it, the answer what you need, and be like, "Hey, you told me B, but it was really A." And then they start getting the attitude. "Don't get mad at me, blah, blah." It's like, wow. I was talking to my 65-year-old mentor the other day. And he was like, as you grow, you really will see the wickedness in people. He's like, me and my brother, we've been in business together for over 30 years. He was like, he's not just my brother. He's my friend. He's my best friend. And he said, I wouldn't even want to imagine life without him, because he's my partner. We work on our equipment together. We made all this money together, and they're making good money. They started small and they kept growing. These guys make excellent money. They make good money together, and they love what they do. People don't realize when you work together, you can accomplish so much more. But it's like they see one person rising and they want to pull that one person back, when that one person could actually be your way to come up. But see, once you actually make it, you ain't really fighting against, how can I say it, when you really trying to make something and accomplish something, you ain't really fighting against the ability. Like, it's not that hard to accomplish a lot of things, your dreams, your goals. You really fighting against that energy, the negative opposition, the spiritual warfare, the things people send your way, those who were once connected to you, the people who are envious and jealous of you. You fighting against all those forces, people who going behind the back door trying to work against you, trying to block you, trying to keep you from accomplishing certain things. That's what you fighting against. You know what I'm saying? You fighting against that, all of that, evil eyes, envious rivalries. You fighting against that. But if you break through, you know what I'm saying? If you can just break through all of that and you overcome, all of them be put to shame. But it's like they fought you so hard when really all you was trying to do is just make it to a place of freedom, financial freedom. Make it to a place where you could be more of a help, of a resource. And then you find the very same people you wanted to help and some of the same people who was fighting against you, trying to keep you down, wishing you fail, you know what I'm saying? Or and if they think you having a hard time, you won't see people congratulating you when they see you. Like when they see you making moves and stuff like that, you don't hear from them. They don't say, hey, I saw you doing your thing, or I saw you doing this. But when you go silent, that's when you start hearing from them. Hey, what's up? What's going on with you? You see what I'm saying? Because they watching you. They constantly watching you. And they want to hear something negative. They say they want you to fall. It's hard for some people to be happy for other people. And I know sometimes when people going through things, you may be having a rough time, a rough day. It's hard for you to really jump and be jolly for somebody else. But your heart don't have to be desperately wicked toward that person. When somebody see you doing things and popping around and just flourishing, and they don't never say nothing, but the minute you take a break, you take a week off, take 3 days off, you see people reaching out to you. Hey, what's going on with you? They ain't reaching out because they care. And you're like, no, nothing, everything good. Then when they see you popping back on the scene, they ain't got nothing to say. Okay, so why did you ask what's going on? What you know what I'm saying? Like, people want to hear something bad. You just gotta keep stuff to yourself. Stay vigilant. It's sad that people will be like that, but I never met nobody in this earth. I know there's good people in this earth, especially if you're a good person. There's other good people. But I never met nobody in this earth with a heart like mine. And that's just me keeping it 100. That's just me keeping it real. I never met nobody with a heart that was just pure, that was just full of love. Not perfect, flawed, but pure, I never met, and I'm not talking about, I'm talking about people like as far as friendships, having the reciprocation. I never met that yet, So if I meet it, if I see that in the earth, I will appreciate it. I will respect that. I will honor that, But I never had that, As people start out good sometimes, they start out praising you, liking you, telling you, "Oh, I'm so glad God put me on your path." The minute you say one thing they don't like or they disagree with, they love you today, they'll slay you tomorrow. And then this is how another thing, when people got that envy towards you. You could be doing a lot of positive things. You could be saying, uplifting people, helping folk. They be watching you. They don't never say nothing about nothing good or come into agreement, right? But the minute they think you say something or you mess up on something, that's when they show up and be like, well, Dad, where you been the whole time? They want to criticize you. They want to be, they show what's on the inside of them, let you know, oh, you ain't all that. They never give you any type of support or affirmation. Not that you need it anyway, but I'm just saying that they show up when they think you have messed up. That's people that just sit back. It could be people you don't even know. They keep envious eyes on you, So you just got to move solo, be strategic, stay vigilant, And the less folk know about you, the better. That's my opinion. The less folk know about you, the better, The less folk can secretly try to work and conspire against you. It's a lot of wicked folk around. Love is easy because you don't got to concentrate to love. It's just what's on the inside of you. And we can't force nobody. You know what I'm saying? The more you mature, you realize, like, you never try to force anybody to love you, but you want to learn what's on the inside of somebody. You need to learn and discern what's on the inside of somebody, how they really feel about you, what their motive is for wanting to connect with you before you let people get close to you. That's just being smart. Like, that's just not being dumb, and I think we may some of us are very, very dumb at times. I used to be very dumb. I'm still learning not to be so dumb in some areas. But, you want to know what's on the inside of a person. And if somebody can't communicate with you, people don't be communicating. Like, people sometimes they want you to support them. They love your support. They love you. If you're a good person and you make people, wherever you go, you support for, you make them feel warm inside. They love having you around. They love having you on their team. They love you, sharing what they got going on with you, because they know you're gonna come through and you're gonna add to it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna add to what they got going on. You're gonna promote them. You're gonna celebrate them. But at the end of the day, that's all some people want. People are self-seeking. A lot of people, it's hard to run across people who are selfless. A lot of people are just self-seeking. They don't care about what you got going on. It's hard to, what I'm saying? You ever talk to somebody and while you talking to them, they start talking about something, they just cut you off. People don't listen anymore. People don't care about the person. They don't want to listen. You may have somebody, they need something from you, so they'll pretend that they calling and check on you. They call and say, hey, how your day going? And you be like, oh, it's going well. I was doing, and then they start, hey, you see that thing over? They just start cutting you off, talking about something else. That's not love. That person ain't calling. They wasn't calling to check you. They don't give a about how you doing. They don't give a about what's going on in your life. That's somebody who's selfish. They already know what they want to call you for. and that's why they don't even, people just pay attention to people. Pay attention. When somebody really want to get to know you, and they really, what I'm saying, they like you, they rock with you, they're gonna want to get to know you, because in order to get to know somebody, you have to communicate. You have to communicate with them. You have to spend time learning somebody to get to know them. And it's not wise to let people in your life that you don't know. So you need to know somebody. You need to know what's on the inside of them. You need to know, why do they want to get close to me? What is it? Is it me that they really want, or is it something I have? Do they look at me as they may look at you as an ATM. Somebody may think you got money, so they may try to get close to you for that. Oh, if I can get close to him, if I can get close to her, and I can get into their pockets, so they may think that, or they may think you got connection. Somebody may feel like, oh, if I get close to them and I can get in their inner circle, and that, then what I'm saying, I can learn their connection. People just, you just got to be careful with people. When somebody really want to get to know you, they don't need nothing from you. They don't care about, what I'm saying, they not saying they don't care about what you got going on, because they may, care about it. They may want to listen to it, hear what you talking about, but they will listen to your ideas. They will listen to what you had going on in your day, and even give you some feedback, but they don't need anything from you. They don't need you to, can you do this for me? Can you do that? You got to be careful with people getting close to you or whatever. It's very rare that you find people who just want to get to know the person, and they're not trying to benefit off of the person's success, or the person's finances, or the person's social connections and stuff like that. You will know, because it's easy to tell. Somebody just want to know you. Just take time. They can't fake for too long. People can't pretend for too long. So just take time and you watch people. And when they want you for a certain thing and you don't give that thing, you will see they just start going on. They'll go on life like you just don't even exist. And you know exactly what they was about. You got them figured out. And no need to argue, and no need to say, you know what, you only give me attention, or you only talking to me because I do this, I support you in this area, or I have done this. That's the only time you act like you know me. If I ain't giving you, you don't act like you know me. You ain't got to do none of that. Just let people be who they are. Watch them. Because you cannot force something on the inside of someone that is not there. Let people be who they are. Nobody's going to be perfect, but you can spot a user and a manipulator and a liar if you just learn to listen and just watch. And if folk want to come in your life, take your time. Take time to learn them. Get their comments. See what's on the inside of their mind. How you learn what's on the inside of somebody's mind, you got to listen to them. You have to pay attention to the decisions that they make in life. See what type of person they are. See what they think about other people. So anyway, let me get off here. I'm going to go for me some strolls. Just enjoy my evening. Just stroll and listen to me good quality music. Anyway, y'all have a blessed evening. I love you. If nobody told you today, I'm telling you, your little country bumpkin sister loves you. But nobody can love you better than you love yourself, baby. Self-love is the greatest love. You gotta love yourself first. And I heard Mary J. Blige, she said, she didn't think she was beautiful, even though she's a pretty woman. She didn't always think she was beautiful. And when she got married, she married someone that constantly watered that seed of her insecurity. And see, that's what an insecure person would do. When you let somebody come in your life, they try to make you feel less than yourself, so that they can keep you under them and make you think that you're the only person that they're the only person that really, really wants you. They beat you down, because really deep down on the inside, they're beat down, you know. And she said she heard T.D. Jakes say, it's what you think about yourself. What you think about yourself is greater than what anybody else could think about you. Because why would you let somebody else's opinion of you affect you in a way when that person ain't even in your life? They not paying your bills. They not helping you with your daily tasks. They not in your life. So why would somebody's opinion of you make you go change how you look, how you operate, what you do? People will tell you, oh, you need to go and do this and you need to go and do that. Are you giving me the money for it? Huh? You gonna give me the money, baby? Huh? You gonna pay for it? So what you think of yourself is great. And sometimes people who tell it so quick to tell you about what you need to change about yourself, their life ain't all put together. Don't ever envy other people's life. Don't ever envy other people. Like, you don't know what's going on behind their closed door. Don't envy nobody's life. Don't envy what look like nobody's success. Don't envy what nobody tell you they making for money. Because sometimes people can make a lot of money on paper, but they don't really have that kind of money. Don't envy nobody married. Sometimes you got married folk, they staying together, but they don't like each other. They together for a business. They done started a business. They done found a way to make a lot of money together. So they got to continue pretending that they like each other, but they don't really like each other. You just never know. It's a lot of stuff going on. People are so fake these days. You get to know people for yourself, individual. And when you meet somebody in fake, don't even waste your time on it. When you meet somebody that just phony, ain't got no love in their heart, what you spending time with them for? What you talking about for? What you trying to do business with somebody like that for? A crook can be a crook. Somebody got some dignity, integrity, character about themselves. They gonna think before they do any type of crooked stuff inside the business. You gotta test the heart of folk, you know. So anyway, that's all. That's all. I'm just running my little mouth. That's all. That's just my little 2 cents. Take it or leave it, baby. No pressure. That's just my little 2 cents. Y'all have a blessed evening. I love you, and you are the light of the world. Don't never let that light grow dark. Now have a blessed evening.